Hi, I'm Jim. In 2023, I had journeyed to the Philippines to meet my Filipino daughter for the first time. And wouldn't you know it, I met a girl. Today, after a year and a half in the Philippines, I was called back to North Carolina to take care of business. The plan: square up all financial debts and save up for my return to the Philippines in 2027. Yeah, baby, I'm going back. Hey guys, quick update here in North Carolina. I arrived here last month and I got about a year and a half to square out some, square up. Yeah. All right. I have a year and a half to square up some issues I have. Trying to get my finances taken care of, so that when I return to the Philippines in 2027, all my financials should be taken care of, and I'll be able to stay longer this time, because I was only there a year and a half, and I want to at least go good maybe 5 years before I have to come back and see my kids and all that and everything. So 3 to 5 years, that's my goal, to at least stay that long. And probably on my trip back, I'll be bringing my girl back with me so she can visit family and stuff. We'll see what happens. But anyways, that's here or there. So yeah, I'm here in North Carolina, and still waiting for a letter from the IRS that has instructions on setting up an auto draft for my bank. So it'll be out of sight, out of mind, and have that taken care of. That's the main thing. So when that letter gets here, I expect it by Monday. That's like maybe 4 days from now, maybe. Then I'll get that taken care of. That's the main goal, number one goal. Second goal, we'll have some smaller stuff to take care of around the house. Just visiting the kids, catching up. But the main thing, the reason why I have to wait till 2027 is because that's when my bank card and my all my driver's license and everything just expires on that year, you know. Yeah, so once I get all my cards updated, renewed, and I'm heading back, baby, back to the Philippines for sure. But a year and a half, that's a long time from now. So what am I going to do between now and then? All right, well, I'll be still wait for my e-bike. That'll get me out and about downtown. I can show you this town I'm in, and get me out of the house. I'll need that for my mental health, you know. And also, I've been starting to get my Muse back. You know what a Muse is? It's a Muse, M-U-S-E. It's just kind of like a creative tingling inside of you, kind of like a spidey sense, you know. And you have this urge to create. You know, it's like you have this idea or something in your mind that you have to flesh out, and you just have this urge to create. You know, that's the difference between an artist and a non-artist, is that a non-artist creates art because they want to. Because they want to do that. They create something, sculpture, or they do something artistically, could be anything. But an artist, they create something because they have to. You know, when that urge comes, or you get that thing in your head, or that tingly sensation, you just got to just put it out there, you know. And that's where I'm starting to get right now. That time I spent in the Philippines was, I mean, it healed me. It really did. I feel good. Still have some problems with my hands. You know, I had that stroke and everything. So I did paint a couple paintings in the Philippines while I was there, but it was difficult. I don't have the control I used to have. That stroke messed me up, man. And so I got to think about maybe doing something with the computer, because I can still hit keys and operate a mouse. My right hand's not too bad, but I can click a button a lot easier. So I'm going to do some stuff with the computer. With the computer. Okay. Now, I've always been a storyteller all my life. Always been a storyteller. I go back to like when I was 10 years old. I'd be tracing panels from comic books and creating little stories by tracing, and maybe writing little short stories, and you know, my art evolved over time as just a way to tell a story. You know, when I used to draw and paint, you know, I grew up reading comics, emulated them back in the '60s. You know, the comics were big back then, man. It was a Marvel era, you know. Late '60s, early '70s, it was an incredible time, you know, for art and storytelling. Movies were fantastic back then, '60s, '70s, a lot of creativity in movies. Of course, technology wasn't what it is today, so they had to do a lot of practical effects and be very creative in trying to tell the story, you know. Yeah, so my storytelling just took place through the use of illustrations, comics. I even messed with some film when I was in college, some animation, including 3D animation, 2D animation. Yeah, in college while I was in college, I was into that filmmaking thing, you know, photography and drawing. Not quite into painting then, but later I got into painting later in my life. Yeah. But anyways, we're talking about storytelling. And over the years, the tools that I used to tell stories changed. You know, went from number 2 pencil, the pen and ink, brush and ink, you name it, different coloring pencils, crayons. The tools always change over time, you know. And you keep an eye on the tools that professionals use, and you start gravitating toward those, and so your work gets better because you study the, you know, technique, and you watch and emulate others that impresses you, and you learn by doing, you know, practice. Let's see, the last comic strip I did was when I was in the Navy, the U.S. Navy, in 1980. What was that, 1986, 87, something like that. But anyways, I was in the Navy, and I created this comic strip while I was there. In fact, that strip is located on my website. It's presto.jimdo.com. Yeah, and the stuff I did were personal, you know. It's something I showed my friends, my family. A couple times I would send a strip out to maybe a newspaper, maybe hopefully they'll pick it up, but they never did, you know. But I don't think I really tried hard enough, because to really get in something like that, you have to be consistent, you know, but I never was really. But over time, my art got better, and then I started with messing around with computer graphics. In fact, yeah, there was a time I had the privilege of being able to beta test some games, you know, through Activision, I believe it was. Oh, excuse me. And one was Call of Duty. That was cool. It's like the very first one. Stalingrad, the Battle of Stalingrad, the Germans against the Soviets, something like that. Very first Call of Duty that's out on disc. So I was in on a beta testing of that, and that was a lot of fun. And then I did a couple other ones. Then I landed on one called The Movies, and it's little simulations like The Sims. You set up a movie studio and different things that makes it run, and you hire people, you build buildings, and you hire actors and write scripts, and so it's a movie studio, like Warner Brothers or something like that. It's a movie studio simulator. And it is a really fun game. It's really great. You can do the whole thing, build up a studio and make some movies and all that. But the thing that drove people, especially creators, people who like to create storytellers, what drove them to the movies, that game, was this movie making ability. I mean, you can actually create stages and put stuff on there. You have green screen, and you have everything you need to make a movie, including I guess they call them digital puppets. They had animations that you could pick through and change a little bit, and expressions, and so you had these different camera arcs, like 3 or 4 cameras you have around there, and they have an editor there too. You could actually edit the thing. I mean, it was actually a real studio, digital studio, and so I got into that, and well, this is what I did.
Operator, give me the taxi club.
Tuxedo Club. Where was that again? Yes, she's here. She's dancing right now. Her cousin? Victoria, telephone. It's your sister Megan. Something about someone missing?
Hello?
Hello? Victoria? Thank God. Harry and Cindy never showed up. See what they should have showed up yesterday. I'm worried. I think something has happened to them.
Megan? Where were they going?
To the coast. They were supposed to stop by on the way out. They would have called. I'm worried.
I'm sure they will be alright, okay? I'll try to find someone who can help. I will let you know. Bye. Oh, George. My cousin and his wife are missing.
I've got something that can cheer you up. Shake it. There.
Oh, George.
You know something? I know someone who can help.
Hello? Oh, hi, George. What? She's coming here right now? This place is a pig pen. I need to clean up. Whoa.
Oh, Mr. Private Investigator.
That's paranormal investigator, Miss,
Vargas.
well, how can I be of service?
George sent me. I need help.
I'm here.
It's my cousin. He and his wife are missing. It's been almost 2 days.
Uh-huh.
And they were on their honeymoon.
Honeymoon, huh?
Oh, and I'm worried.
Miss Vargas.
Please find him, and I'll make it worth your while.
How could I refuse? Madame Francis? Yes, I feel good tonight. I have a case. Tomorrow morning. See ya.